And the think aloud strategy is going to help you map out some of these thoughts on your paper so that you could use these thoughts to ultimately analyze a text. Okay? So I'm going to show you what this strategy looks like. And while I'm modeling it for you, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, in that box on your packet, I think it's on page 9, I'd like you to kind of map out how you see me thinking. Okay, so what is Miss Tenorio doing as she's thinking aloud? What exactly does that mean? Write down some actions or some thoughts that you see me having. Am I asking questions? Am I making comments? You're going to find that I'm going to be doing a lot of things, because when we read, we don't just read words off of a text, but we're really interacting with the text. So I want you to map out those interactions. Okay? Can somebody repeat for me what you're going to be doing as you see me modeling the think aloud? Michael? Right, what you see me thinking through, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to read page 7 of the Velt. So can you join me on page 7, please? Now remember, you're studying what I'm doing as I'm thinking aloud. Okay. Father, said Peter. Yes. Everybody on there? Okay. Peter looked at his shoes. He never looked at his father anymore, nor at his mother. You aren't going to lock up the nursery for good, are you? Wow, he never looks at his father or mother anymore? That's kind of sad to me. They must not be very close. That all depends. On what? Snapped Peter. On you and your sister. If you intersperse this Africa with a little variety, oh, Sweden perhaps, or Denmark, or China. I thought we were free to play as we wished. You are, within reasonable bounds. What's wrong with Africa, Father? Oh, so now you admit you have been conjuring up Africa, do you? I wouldn't want the nursery locked up, Peter said coldly, ever. This kind of reminds me of the way my dad and I used to argue. I guess these kind of arguments are common. Matter of fact, we're thinking of turning the whole house off for about a month. Live sort of carefree, one-for-all existence. That sounds dreadful. Would I have to tie my own shoes instead of letting the shoe tire do it? And brush my own teeth and comb my own hair and give myself a bath? Wow, that's like really lazy. How did it get to this point? It would be fun for a change, don't you think? No, it would be horrid. I didn't like it when you took out the picture painter last month. That's because I wanted you to learn to paint all by yourself, son. I think Dad has a good point. I kind of hope he sticks to his guns. Kind of think he needs to be more strict. I don't want to do anything but look and listen and smell. What else is there to do? All right, go play in Africa. Will you shut off the house sometime soon? We're considering it. I don't think you'd better consider it anymore, Father. That sounds like a threat. I wouldn't have any threats from my son. I won't have any threats from my son. Very well. And Peter strolled off to the nursery. I wonder how Peter would actually react if it happened. I don't know, his threat kind of makes me think like he's up to something. So I'm gonna stop right here. I see that Diego has a lot of, he kind of writing down a lot of what he saw me doing. How many of you have at least 3 things that you saw me doing written down? Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and turn to our partner and check to see if we have the same thing. And if your partner has something that you missed, write it down in that box, okay? Go ahead and go.